Hello there, good people of the world. Welcome to another Flight Sim Safari. Blah, blah, blah. I am going to switch over to Discord to say hello. Hello.
In the early 80s, we were putting in, before cell telephones, we were putting in, it was called a Ridex. It was kind of a mobile telephone system before cell phones were popular, years and years ago. And Uppsala was a town where we had a base station.
Yep, there you go. Excellent.
Hello.
Hello.
Good evening, Matt.
Hello. Sorry, I'm
The
a
mic's
bit late.
working.
Yeah, I can.
It's
At least
it's
I can.
okay. Matt is late as well.
Yes. Okay. Excellent. I'm totally unprepared because I had to put the kids to sleep. So, how is everybody doing?
It's been a while, Matt. I finally came back after, I think the last time I was on was in July sometime.
Yeah, it's been a while, but it's pretty cool that you're here. So I am thankful that you didn't completely forget us.
Oh no, I've been thinking about it, but sometimes it seems like sometimes you've been on a Monday, sometimes on a Tuesday, and usually I didn't get it right.
Nah, the thing was, I was away for about a month as well. I was on family vacation in Scandinavia, so we were away for the entirety of August, I think, and we returned sometime mid September, and then things settled down again.
Where did you go in Scandinavia? You'll have to tell us all about it.
I'm gonna tell you in a minute. Let's first pick the departure airport for today, which is Sierra.
Vinny knows.
Yeah. Sierra Papa Oscar Romeo, right? Sierra
That's where we are.
Papa Oscar Romeo.
I managed to get it wrong, but I'm there now.
Orco Pampa.
We're waiting for you, Matt.
Yes, I am. I'm really trying to be very blah blah.
Don't rush it. Don't rush it. Everything will
rush.
fall apart.
You're putting on pressure, unprecedented pressure, and I'm going to remember this, Outfighter, and I will.
You will have to be able to take some pressure if you want to be a pilot.
I am not a real world pilot, so
Putting kids to bed is enough pressure. So
it's not real pressure.
To be fair, my kids fell asleep a couple. I think I think they fell asleep around 9 a.m. p.m. And then I fell asleep as well. And then my wife came up stairs and woke me up and said, "Hey, you've got a flight coming up." So
Classic.
that is departure, shutdown, blah blah blah. There we go. Yeah. Scandinavia is a big area, you know. This is it's quite you can it's I don't know where to begin even. First of all, I'm gonna have to start up my plane here. Why is it so loud?
Well, we have somebody from Sweden here, so he could tell some Norway jokes.
Some Norway
Norway joke.
Oh, dude. What the heck? Sound quality 30%.
I want to hear one.
And where the I forgot something.
I spent some time in Norway, so I know some Swedish jokes.
There we go. That's better.
I think it's the same jokes.
Well, the one from Norway, I'm not sure. I guess there is a border up north that could make it. But the one that Norway always liked to use that I heard was, what does Sweden have that Norway doesn't? Good neighbors.
Of course.
What,
I have a story from real life. This happened, I think, 2 weeks ago. They had a military exercise with their special forces way up in northern Norway. Were reported missing because they had not checked in on their exercise.
Yeah.
And it turns out that the whole exercise was about vanishing in the woods. But
Yeah, that's good.
the police were out looking for them. It's a true story.
A true story. That's pretty funny.
no, it isn't. Not funny at all. If he tells the story, you know, you could put in some more emotion and I don't know. We need you to make. I'm lacking the words here.
Matt, where are
God,
you?
I'm mad. Yes, exactly.
Can't see you.
Unfortunate.
They are Norwegians. They don't need me to like flourish out the story. They are perfect as they are.
Okay, if you say so.
And we just have to we just get to make fun of, usually it's, you make fun of the state below you in the United States. I don't know, Florida has a problem though, because they have to make fun of the states north of them.
Cuba, maybe? But that's not a state of the United States, but it is, no,
I
it's
guess
to the east. It's not really to the south, so.
Yeah, see, we have Missouri jokes when we're from Iowa, and then Minnesota always talks about, they call us Iowegians.
That's not bad.
They accuse us of only wanting to fish for bullheads instead of walleye and northern pike.
So
Bullheads, of course, are a bit of a trash fish.
Trash fish?
Well, they're kind of a junky fish. They're not one that you would go out of your way to find to eat.
A junky fish. For somebody who comes from Germany, that sounds like the fish was sniffing cocaine or something. A junky fish, you know what I mean?
Well, kind of like carp. I don't know if you know what carp is.
Yes, I do. It's actually...
bottom feeder fish, put it that way, bottom feeder fish.
Yeah, it's called pretty much the same in German. It's called Karpfen. So, let's see. I cannot see anybody. Where are you guys?
No, that's right there, right in front of you.
That might be a problem with the goddamn auto
Are you
FPS
connected
settings.
to the server?
No. No, it's not a problem with the auto
Yeah.
FPS. Let me take a look at
Auto
the server.
FPS, maybe?
You can kiss the left side of my ear. Southeast Asia. Are we all on Southeast Asia?
Wait. Go one line down. Show
we
multiple
sorted this
aircraft in close proximity.
We
Switch
sorted
that
this all out before you got here. We had 15 minutes to go to the wrong airport and show up at the right airport and get on the right server. And so we all see each other. We're just waiting for you.
I am at, where am I? Am I at
A fair question.
Yeah. We're just meters away from you.
Or Poncano or some kind of OR something airport. I mean, you see, we're on just a pavement strip.
Yeah, same here, but I cannot, for the life of me, I cannot make out anybody. Let's see. What might be the... Oh, I know what the problem is.
Matt?
I'm an idiot.
Matt, take a look at your electronic flight bag. On a map on it.
Maybe
No,
see if you can see it.
No.
It sounds like he found it. What was
I
it?
know exactly what the problem is. I did not turn on multiplayer. So, life
There you go.
track, blah, blah, blah. And
Oh,
we... there we go. This looks a lot better, I guess. I hope. Set departure. On the ground. No, I'm going to make it ready for takeoff. Here we go. Ready to fly.
yeah, I can see you.
That's awesome, but I cannot see you.
Look behind you.
That's, oh, yes, there you are. Awesome. Every single one of you. What a
Good.
delight. There are many rocks here in the way. And we've got Sky Club Control Freak Outfretter and Parabolic Sea. Okay. Let me just make my final adjustments here. We are somewhere in South America. I think it's still Peru, right? And our first waypoint will be, according to the flight plan that doesn't really... we haven't been following the flight plan very thoroughly. I think the next waypoint would be Sierra Papa Tango November. I'm going to put that in here. Sierra... Sierra Papa...
Actually, the next runway was Quebec uniform, wasn't it?
Yes, but it's along the way. It doesn't really matter.
Okay.
So yes, you are right. Of course, you are right. November. There we go.
And the waypoint.
Colonel Carlos Siriani Santa Rosa. These guys have elaborate names, really. This is unnecessarily complicated. Okay, you guys are ready? I'm going to start talking about my Scandinavia trip once we're in the air. And the other guys know all about it, but they will have to listen to it again. I enjoy actually talking about it to Sky Club, so you can just shut your ears. And do whatever the hell you want to do. You guys ready? I think you are, after having waited for like eons. I am taking off. I've actually begun building a little switchboard myself. Do you guys, does anybody of you know there is a little electronics shop from the UK. The name of the guy who runs it is Leo Botnar. Ever heard of it?
Yeah, I've seen the website a couple of times. Haven't bought one.
No, well, the thing about what he's offering is that you have all kinds of electronic parts. You don't get a finished product, but you can buy all kinds of electronic components to build your own setup or any kind of...
What are you doing, Vinny?
What's happening? Not moving? And what are you doing, Sky Club? Are you in the air?
No, I'm just
swerving all over the runway. What is happening? No, you are in the air. I can see it. I can feel it.
Yeah, there was 30 knots on the ground when I took off. That's what was happening.
Okay.
Aha. I had 30 knots as well, but nothing was happening.
What are you flying? Maybe I need to switch.
Well, yeah, that's a good question. Oh, Frater, I cannot see what you're flying. I can Skyclop. What was your real name, if you care to share?
The last name is Kloppenstein, so that's why I go by Skyclop,
Okay,
because my nickname's kind of Clop.
Clop. Okay, that's right. I'm gonna turn back for you. Yeah. So what I've begun to. Oh, you're flying the Kodiak 100. Awesome. That is the best plane in the universe. So, if there's somebody here who's watching the stream, I can show you what I'm working on. In case anybody's watching, just say yes, so then it makes sense for me to
I'm
show
watching.
it. Okay. Can you see this here? This little switchboard?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is something that I will create. It's a switchboard, obviously, and you can map it to all kinds of functions in the flight sim. And there is a little electronics board from Leo Botnar. He's from the UK, and he creates all these little devices that you can actually use to create your own gaming equipment, basically. And there are this electronics board has I'm not sure how to call it in English, but it's got all kinds of you can create switches and knobs that you can turn, and actually even axes for joysticks and all that kind of stuff. I don't need most of it, but I can make use of the switch part of the switch as part of this electronics board, and then I'm looking forward to creating something that where I can put on on which I can map all the switches that I cannot possibly match onto the Bravo and Alpha systems from what's it called, Honeycomb, because it's just so much nicer if you can just have this little switchboard and then activate all of the stuff that you need. Anyway, that was not. Go ahead.
Are we headed to SCCL?
The first waypoint would be what did you say, Vinny? It is the first waypoint.
Well, you said we were skipping the next one that was on the route and going to SPTN, Tango November.
No, the first one that we would actually fly to was Sierra Papa Quebec Uniform.
Oh, okay. You want to go there then?
No, we can go there and make a quick touch and go, but the thing that I put into my system right now is Sierra Papa Tango November.
Yeah, that's where I'm headed.
But yeah, that's basically the same direction. So
okay.
Okay, what altitude might be a good idea?
I mean, it's looking like 18,000.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I'm gonna put in 18. And of course, since Outfreter, as much as I dislike him, has taught me something about how to put in flight level change to my Kodiak.
Oh.
That's an awesome. It doesn't really work well in my case. I don't know why. Yes, it does. So let's activate the autopilot, put on nav. Hello? Why doesn't it follow? Direct to. There we go. Okie dokie. Take a couple of deep breaths. It has been a busy day. So, how are you guys doing? I think I asked that before, but never hurts to ask twice. Please don't talk all at once. Skyclop, I haven't heard of you for a while. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I think I last talked to you in July, and I had a lot of August off in September. Grandkids getting resituated in school and all the activities that are going on. So it's been good. It's been good.
That's awesome. Yeah, the last time I think that you joined us on a flight was with one of your grandkids, right? You were allowing him to take the controls and fly for it.
Yeah. They have enjoyed that,
Mm-hmm.
and then I was going to try to join with a student that I'm working with at the University of Iowa that is taking German. And so I thought that'd be kind of fun for him to talk to you in German.
Yeah, sure.
I could probably still try to get him sometime. He's in his final senior year of chemical engineering.
Awesome. Yeah, well, the thing is that you guys are not going to be able to understand anything if I talk to him in German. But for a couple of...
Oh, yes, I would.
Yeah, you're not counting here because you're basically you're just my neighbor when it comes to global distances. But the other guys, but
So, do you understand Dutch then?
not really. But what I do understand is that you Dutch people are bringing, as I think I told you the story, that you Dutch people are bringing along your own beer if you want to go to a hotel.
I know. Yeah, we do.
Yes, you do. And it's not even Dutch beer, it was Heineken, and that's Danish.
And why is that? That is Danish?
Heineken is Danish, right? I thought so.
No, it is Dutch. It is about as Dutch as you can get.
Then I'm not going to drink it anymore.
You're mistaken it with Carlsberg.
That's true.
That is Danish.
That is true. You're right. I really hate to admit it, but you're right.
Oh, I don't need to be right. Oh, wait, I have to throttle back a bit. Whatever.
Well, so Kloppy, I was in Scandinavia. I was doing a road trip with my family in a camper van, and we went all kinds of places to the North Cap, to the northernmost spot that you can go with a car, and then back down to Germany again. Took us about 4 weeks. We had a little breakdown with a car, and we saw all kinds of Northern Lights situations, and that was a cool trip. I really enjoyed it.
Oh, that sounds beautiful.
That's the short version of it. But I did have to repair my car on the way somewhere, in Norway because I mean it's not the it's not new anymore. It's got about 120,000 kilometers, maybe I'm not sure what it's in miles, some 80,000 miles, and at that point there are some parts that are going to get worn out and then you need to change them. And it wasn't a big deal, but you had, unfortunately, at that time when I really needed a car shop to help me out in Norway, there was some kind of vacation stuff going on, and all the car shops were booked in advance for like 3 or 4 weeks, and that just didn't really help me because in 3 or 4 weeks I'd had to be in Germany back again. And
Oh boy.
but I found a shop that was specializing in some in mobile homes and camper vans and all that, so we were lucky.
That's fortunate, yeah.
It is. It was. But other than that, it was an utterly. I mean, I have kids at the age of 5 and 8, so you can imagine that if you're living on, like, I don't know, 5 square meters of space or 5 cubic meters of space, it's gonna get rough at times, and these kids are struggling with each other and fighting with each other all the time. Sometimes I had to take a break, drink a beer, sit outside of the camper van, and just make sure that I'm not part of this struggle. But I would do it again without even blinking. So it was awesome.
That sounds great. That sounds like it would have been a good time. So the Northern Lights, were they real colorful, or is it mainly just white light that scatters all over the sky?
It was colorful, but it's. I mean, there are situations when if you can, most of the time the northern lights are visible with the naked eye, but you cannot make out many colors. Most of the time, if you take photos, Outfretter will of course be will have a different opinion, but the but when we were up there, I saw the northern lights with the naked eye. I had a little bit of purple color in it, but the real colorful images you'll only get with if you take photos. So that's always an enhanced version of the northern lights. But it was still we were standing somewhere way outside of cities, so you didn't have any kind of light pollution, so you were really able to watch the skies, and I actually were able to make a photo of our van right below these northern lights, and it was awesome. And the reason why we did all of this is that my wife has a special app where you can it gives you some information about the solar eruptions that are happening. If some of these eruptions happen, then you have a certain window of time in which things are going to arrive at Earth. Like, I think it was 8 to 20 hours or something. If some solar eruptions happen at the sun, then you have a certain amount of time before things happen on Earth. And then we were able to drive to a certain place that would enable us to just watch the skies without any clouds and all that. So weather is always a factor, of course, but we were lucky this time.
If you're looking for a show in the sky, the Orionids meteor shower peaks today.
Today, okay.
Yeah, after midnight till dawn is the best time to look.
Stop the stream and go out. No, I'm not going to see anything because we have clouds. But yeah.
I'll just set the time in your sim to midnight and just look at the sky in the sim.
Do you expect anything to happen there?
Wouldn't that be cool if it did?
It would absolutely be freaking cool, but I don't expect Microsoft to do something like this.
No, me neither.
But they do have the Northern Lights. right?
You can see northern lights under. I don't know what you need to set up, but I have seen screenshots of people who were able to see northern lights in the sim. Yeah. Let me think. Anything else happened? No, I don't think so. As you can see, Kloppy, we have advanced a little bit onto South America, but we're still quite a ways away from the Falklands. So this tour is going to take a couple of more weeks, I think, until we
Sure.
actually finish it.
I figured you might have taken a month off because I thought you would have made a lot more progress than what I saw.
No, we were about a month exactly.
So, it's kind of funny. My brother, he worked in the United States State Department in Norway,
Hmm.
and we had a foreign exchange student stay in our home that was from Norway, and so when we were over in Norway, we were touring around Norway, and I I got a kick out of them because they would always, especially the guy that was from Norway, was always complaining about the German campers because he said those
Yeah,
Germans,
yeah.
they go and they buy all their food in Germany where it's real cheap, and then they come up here and drive real slow through our mountains, and we can't ever get around them, and it really makes me mad.
I absolutely agree, and I totally understand him. I really do. It is when we were up there. I mean, it was almost the end of the camper season for the Gems because it was the end of the vacation season. So Bavaria, where I live, the state of Bavaria, is the last one to actually finish the summer vacation, and we were late on purpose, so we just wouldn't be there when everybody else was there. But it's still lots of campers, mostly from Germany, and it is unfortunately it really has become a problem. The sheer amount of mobile homes and camper vans and all that with who are driving all over the Scandinavian countries. It's not only Norway; it's also Sweden, it's Finland, parts of Finland actually, and I mean it's not only the Germans, but it's also other countries. But the sheer amount of these camper vans is making things a lot worse than it was like 10 years ago because, of course, there will be assholes who are dropping trash and their excrements and whatnot, and nobody's real. There are many people out there who are not able to stick to the simplest rules of being well mannered, if you know what I mean. It's just. And it makes it worse for everybody who likes to do these kinds of vacations, and we're trying not to be idiots. We're really dropping our trash at the places where we're supposed to do this, and we're not uh, going to dump our remains somewhere else if nobody wants them. So it's difficult. It's become a lot more. It's become something that people don't like up there. There's a Lofoten, the island, the group of islands there in the northern part of Norway, I suppose. The Lofotens.
Sure.
Sure. So uh, a big part of the Lofoten actually live from the tourists because they're obviously you have all kind of cruise ships and the campers and all these people who are spending money in these areas, and but the amount of people who have been arriving in this area with their camper vans has become so big, and it's all so crowded and it's so messy that that even the inhabitants of the Lofoten have decided that they don't want these tourists anymore, especially the camper guys. And I totally understand, because I mean, if it's too crowded and if everybody's leaving his mess about, then it's just not fun anymore.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I can imagine it. Yeah. What the thing that amazes me about Norway is every road is paved. I mean, they had oil
oh
money so they
yes,
could pave every road. Whereas here, where I live in Iowa, in the rural area, I mean, we have gravel roads, which are, you know, basically crushed rock
hmm
on dirt. And, you know, when it dries out, when the sun comes out and the roads are dry, your car gets all dusty and dirty all the time. And I just couldn't believe the number of paved roads, but they aren't very wide. So I can imagine just the what it's like trying to drive a camper on some of those roads, and you have two of them meet and you're trying to find a place where you can get by each other. Oh my, that'd be, and you don't have that anything like that around here.
it's not really that difficult. I mean, at least for me, because our camper van is not that big. It's more like a huge car. It's like 6 meters
It's
long.
not
Let
big,
me
it's
think.
huge.
It's 6 meters is about, I don't know how many inches, but it's not that big, and it's still it's working even on smaller roads, and we can do a little bit of off-road driving. And but yes, I agree. In Norway, the roads, many of the roads that you can drive on in Norway are really well maintained, as opposed to the
Yeah.
roads in Finland and the northern part of Sweden. You have lots of gravel roads, which isn't a problem per se. I can also drive on gravel roads with a camper van, but the Norwegian guys, they have a road network that is exceptional. That's awesome.
Hey, I have a question on this Kodiak. I'm only able to go to 107 knots, and the torque won't go very high. I'm almost maxed out on ITT.
It's the altitude.
It is. That's true.
Oh,
I am doing 135 knots currently. I have 2000 RPM and a torque setting of about 1070. So you're not supposed to go much beyond that. So
so what do
Did
you
you
have to
reach victory
do
here?
to get? I can't even get up to 135. So what do I need
maybe
to
raise
do
the
here?
flaps.
I got the flaps raised, I think.
Okay.
I probably, that's a good point, though. A lot of times I fly around and go, wait a second, why am I flying so slow?
Let's
Yeah,
see. There's nothing special that I put in here. I mean, as I said, the torque is 1070. ITT is 737 currently. The RPM is 2000. The NG is at 95. So, uh, let me think. I have pitot
I-
turned on, but
I'm making 164 right now, but that's because I'm descending.
okay. During the last flight, you weren't there, Vinny, but during the last flight that we did on the Pacific Edge tour, I actually managed to bring up the Kodiak to 38,000 feet. I'm not sure if this is any realistic anymore. Not necessarily because
No,
of the pilots. They're going to fall unconscious. There's no doubt about that. But if the Kodiak would be able to do something like this, I have my doubts. Because it's, I mean, 38,000 feet, uh, that's a bit, that's a whole lot, really, for a little plane like this. But it was fun. We were doing some, let's call it a race for space, right? Outfretter. You were in a TBM 8, I think.
yeah,
hmm That was awesome.
and it is pressurized, so
Yes, your plane would actually be able to do that. Mine wouldn't. Not
I
even.
dropped the RPMs a little bit and increased the torque just a little bit. Now I'm up to 116. So
Okay.
I have a little problem with the audio. I'm gonna give Discord a Vulcan neck pinch. I think it's called.
Gonna kick it in the
It has
pants.
something like that. I'll be back in a minute.
Okie doke.
Copy that.
Floppy, did you activate bypass engine and inlet bypass maybe? Because then the temperature of the engine will be higher.
where do I activate that, or do I want to not activate it?
If you take a look at the stream, at my stream, if you can do this, then I'm going to show you.
Why can I still hear you guys?
Because you are just you, Outfretter.
Because we're still talking and you're still listening.
You didn't even
yeah,
turn
but
off
I think
Discord.
I think I did, but
Sure.
Just in your head. We have been the whole time.
We've actually managed to assimilate you. You're a Borg now. There's. Can you see it, Klopp? Actually, it's fun because there's a soccer coach, a German soccer coach, which is called Jürgen Klopp. He's quite famous in Europe, and we're calling him Kloppo. I'm gonna call you Kloppo as well.
That's fine. I've been called a lot worse, so I'm fine with
Kloppo
Kloppo.
is actually that is a really Kloppo is it means something really nice. Kloppo is the most beloved guy in soccer in Germany.
isn't Jurgen's last name with double P?
Yes, it is. Does that matter in any way? Nope, doesn't. So there's the, if you take a look at your, there's the switchboard on the right hand
I see
side.
it. I got you now.
Okay,
I
so if you turn that off, I'm not sure if you have turned this on maybe. But
I might have. I'll take a look.
so turn it off, and then the temperature of your engine will go down at least a little bit, I think. Because what this is for is actually that the engine is going to get air from a different source, not from the inlet in the front where where the plane is going to inhale all kinds of things, among them maybe birds or mice or anything like that. So in case you're still on the ground and you're taking off from some kind of dirt strip where you have I don't know, stones and gravel coming up, so there's this bypass where the
It
engine
was off, but that's okay. I'm going 116 now. That's
okay. I'm gonna reduce my speed a little bit.
I'm fine. It doesn't matter. I can always go into. You guys are pretty chill because if I get too far behind, I'll just go into slew mode.
Yeah, sure. We're not.
I see SeedyL nameplate at this airport. Do you know who that is?
No.
That is the Microsoft official group flight on Fridays, the Friday fly-in.
Okay.
Yeah, he worked for Microsoft. You can give him a piece of your mind.
I could possibly just, throw some.
Ram him.
Yeah, I could ram him. I could shout at him. What kind of shit show his company's doing here? I could activate. There's some voice chat. I never really used it, but there's some voice chat inside Flight Sim, right?
That is true. I've never used it either, though. I don't know how to do it.
I would guess that you also need to put in some push to talk or anything. There's an option that where you can activate this, but I never used it. Why should I? I mean, there's Xbox users. They cannot even talk properly.
They can't.
RT
Also, kind of read.
exceptions. What is the saying? The rule is no. The exceptions are the rule. Something like this.
Well, there's a saying about the exception proving the rule,
Exactly.
or the exception that
Yep,
proves the
yep,
rule.
yep, yep.
That's what's going on. SeedyL.
Yep, he's the one. If you ever go on to the Microsoft official Twitch channel on Friday at, I think it's 2 p.m. They do it every week, and it's the biggest group flight I've ever been in, every week.
Okay.
And
Because it's Microsoft, everybody goes to it. So there's dozens and dozens of people in there every week.
Well, I don't.
You say it's 2 p.m., but it's 9 p.m.
Eastern.
in Europe.
Yeah.
Not Eastern Europe.
Oh man, this is like I don't know.
In Sweden, it's 9 p.m. In Germany as well.
Yes, it is. And in the Netherlands, it's are you? Yes, you are 9 p.m. as well. Amsterdam time, it's the same as Berlin. I think.
on the Microsoft flights, and everyone was supposed to be.
Were we supposed to land here?
Well, we were going to touch and go, but we kind of got spread out, so we kind of all stopped.
Yeah, and I actually forgot it. But I'm going to turn. Do you want to do a touch and go? Are you?
If I do a touch and go, I may just do a touch.
Okay, I'm going to turn around.
Back out.
And skip the go part, you mean?
Yeah, I might skip the go kart. It depends on whether I have crash mode enabled or disabled. I'm at a pretty high altitude above that airport now. I don't think we could easily go.
Where are you? There you are, Skycloud. There you are. I can see you. I'm going to do some formation flying at your side. That might be fun. Trying to keep up with Kloppo. Yeah, the ITT. Oh no, my engine is dying. You're high, dude. Like 50,000 feet or something like that.
For me,
Yes, you.
that says 22,000.
Okay. Why?
I'm going to drop down now. Because when I was doing it, it says it was 500. What was the altitude here? I messed up and didn't get the map in right.
That's the reason why you're only able to fly 116 maybe, because you're so high up. I was flying at 18,000. My engine was able to put out 130 knots, but at that altitude, there's a good chance that it's going to be slower. At least indicated. Kloppo. Kloppo. I don't think that you're going to do a touch and go. At least not at this altitude.
No, I'm coming down. I'm coming down. Is that a volcano over there? To the
I think it's all volcanoes here around in this area.
yeah.
There's a huge city below us. Oh, there are so many. There's Control Freak down there, and SeedyL. That's him, right? SeedyL.
Yeah, he's the Microsoft guy.
Okay. Oh, I'm gonna ram him. Let me just take a look at this guy. What's he flying? And what's he doing here? Right in our stream. He should go away.
Yeah,
He's not supposed to be here.
I was very surprised to see him here.
You
I almost killed my plane,
did
I know.
select all traffic. Yeah. No, but you selected all traffic in
That's
your
true. That's true.
all multiplayer traffic.
I shouldn't have. But now I have the opportunity to ram him. Where is he? He vanished. He was kind of anticipating my intentions, I guess. See, no, there he is. Up there. Oh, man.
Oh yeah, I see the two of you up there.
I need to ready my 50 cal. Where is it?
Says he's in a C400 Corvallis.
Oh, that unfortunately is outperforming my Kodiak. But if I put in some laps, I might be able to outmaneuver him. He's doing some kind of furball with me here.
Yes, he is.
Maybe he's listening in on the stream.
I was wondering if he had the ability to hack into the innards of this and figure out who that is and watch you and listen to you.
Yeah, he might have connections, you know.
What do
He
you
might be
mean?
able to
I cannot
crash
even...
your sim or something.
Is he on my 6 o'clock? This mean son of a gun?
Who is Razorly?
No, there he is. Okay, one last.
You may be the,
I just.
you may be the reason that they'll add missiles to their arsenal.
Yep, absolutely. There's I just put in some 30 millimeter from the. There was this German jet plane. I don't remember the Messerschmitt 262. Oh, there he is. Yeah, he's flying some weird. Okay. You really want to. He really needs to. I'm on his 6 now. I'm almost blacking out here, but we're still in the game. Yeah, well, he's dead. I mean, let's go on.
You're still too far away. Oh, come closer.
Nah. This is wasting our precious time.
I can't see your text outside. I saw mine outside your window, but
let's see. There's Skyclop. And there's some guy who's, that might be an AI, right? SKX5. That's
Yeah, I saw him too.
That's an Airbus.
He might be there in real life.
An Airbus A20.
Mm-hmm.
There's our Tingo. It's an interesting area here.
I actually did a touch and go, so I'm proud of myself, and I survived.
You're
well done.
that is, we're proud of you as well. Look at these beautiful mountains up ahead. That looks awesome. I really would like to have some speed brakes now, but I don't. So.
Oh, you're going to try a touch and go. That's cool.
Yeah, I'm actually putting in the reverser. My engine's going to hate this, but in mid-flight. Fortunately, this is a sim.
I know I'll never be a real pilot because I'm afraid I might do things in a real airplane that I've learned in the sim or I've tried in the sim.
Oh, that would be fatal.
That's why I'm not going to be a real pilot.
Okay, that was it. Touch and go, and let's take off again. And continue on to the next waypoint. Outfretter and Skyclop and Artingu, aka Parabolic Sea.
I'm following Parabolic. So Parabolic, do you know where you're going?
Following the magenta line.
That's
Okay,
always a good idea.
I messed up everything, so I don't even have a magenta line. I just have a bunch of weird lines going everywhere. Some white lines. There's a magenta line going north, which isn't helping me much. But I'm having fun.
That's the most important part of it. Oh, by the way, Outfretter, why don't you go ahead and advertise auto FPS to Kloppo? Because I guess he hasn't heard our sermons before.
Yeah, tell me all about your auto FPS. Are you on VR or?
No, I'm not. No, auto FPS is the single most precious piece of software this planet has ever seen.
Oh, I think I have heard of it or seen it that actually does adjustments on LOD and things like that based on what your FPS is currently doing and where you're located and so forth. Is that what?
Dynamic settings. Yep.
Yeah. I've seen the YouTube videos on that, but I mean, as you know, um, I never have had the top of the line of anything in my life, but I did get a 5090, so I don't need it too bad.
Well, It depends. If are you in VR right now?
Yeah, and I'm at 36, 37 FPS, which isn't too bad for as long as it's smooth. Everybody wants to have the highest FPS possible, but when you're flying, I think what you want is it's smooth.
What you want to have is some stable internet connection, which you do not seem to have. No, you were just garbled. But I think I know what you mean. You need some kind of consistency. You want a permanent uh, FPS. You don't want to have drops or spikes or anything. You just want a reliable amount of frames per second. So that's the goal, I think, in VR.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you're gonna get I don't know, nauseous or sick, or your eyes are gonna get some your eyes will be uh, will be fatigued more quickly than if you have if it's all stable and well maintained. And that I don't, it's not my native language, excuse me. It's hopeless. We need a constant frame rate, so that's going to help with the VR. The other day, no, actually the other month, I had a Quest 3 here at home from work, because we have one of those Quest 3s at work to make some of our customers sick once they visit us. They're going to have to do these, and the Quest, you get these roller coaster simulations, and sometimes we're just going to put the headset onto some of our guests, and they need to endure the torture of going through this through the roller coaster ride. And actually you need to stand behind them so they're not going to fall over while doing this ride. Anyway, I had the Quest 3 at home, and I tried to set it up to kind of make it work within the system that I have with the restrictions, because I don't have the obviously I don't have the
What GPU do you have?
come again.
What is the GPU that you have?
I have an AMD 7800 XT, so it's not the fastest. It works okay. The thing is, and I was actually able to get a decent frame rate with some reduced graphic settings, but it's still, I still, there are a couple of downsides of using VR. One of them is, uh, a, for me, it's a reduced sense of resolution. I still have, I mean, it's simply the quality of the graphics are still not even nearly as good as if I'm looking at it on my regular display. It just isn't, and I don't think that it's going to be any better, even if I had a stronger graphics card. It's something that we're not there yet, that you have exactly the same kind of graphics quality in a VR headset that you get on a regular display. It was immersive, and I really like the 3D part of it, so you get this sense of depth and all that, but it's not there yet, and I still got sick. And I stopped trying after a couple of minutes, I think.
That's interesting. Yeah, there is though with the Pimax Crystal, it is a step up, and especially if you have a graphics card that prevents stuttering.
Mm-hmm.
But I wonder though if some people are just a little bit more susceptible to VR motion sickness than others because, I mean, there's actually programs you can get for the Quest that will test your ability to handle VR and how susceptible you are to motion sickness.
I think that I would be able to adjust at some point. If you're using it more regularly, you're probably going to be able to, I mean, to bear it, or it's not going to be as bad after a couple of hours. You can get used to it. But I still really simply don't like uh, the lack of clarity and the graphics quality. SeedyL is actually following us here.
Do you
Look
use
at
an eye tracking app?
currently I'm using Track IR for 2D, if that's what you mean.
Oh, okay, so basically,
In 2D, I'm not using VR right now. I'm just using Track IR.
right, I couldn't get used to that after being in VR. I just couldn't make it work.
Okay. Yeah, well, I'm used to it, and there is no alternative for me. I wouldn't be able to go back to just using I don't know, what's it called, the point of view switch that you have on your yoke or joystick or anything like that. I really need the Track IR system to be able to look around, but beyond that, VR is not for me currently. I mean, I could, of course, invest into the Pimax system and spend another couple of $1,000 for a decent graphics card, but still, I have a strong feeling that I still would not be satisfied currently because, I mean, you need such a high resolution to replicate what you can see on a regular display. I mean, we're talking about I have a display that is almost 4K. I mean, it's a wide aspect display, but it's got a decent resolution. I cannot make out individual pixels anymore. And
Now, if you were, sorry to interrupt. If you were to when you had the Quest 3, did you try flying the Kodiak at all?
during using the question, by the way, we have we have what's his name, SeedyL. We have him on Twitch. I'm sorry, SeedyL. I'm not good at streaming stuff. I didn't watch. I didn't see the chat. So hello there. I still hate Microsoft. I can say this openly here, and I really do hate the whole bunch of bugs of this frickin' simulator, but I appreciate you flying along with us. Very much appreciate it. As I was saying, what was I saying?
You were talking about VR, and
VR, right?
right? Yeah, and I was wondering if you, with the Quest 3, did you fly the Kodiak
I did,
in
yes.
VR?
Yes. And it
Did
works beautifully.
did you see I mean, when you were looking at the displays, could you read all the numbers and everything clearly and read the text,
It was
like
it was difficult. If I'm looking at my displays right now here, I have the Garmin displays and stuff like that. So if I'm looking at my own monitor here, my display, I can see everything clearly. The numbers are visible. I can make out everything without moving in. So it's sharp. It is clear. There is no. I don't have any kind of problem to make out all these numbers and letters. In VR, I did have problems. It was readable to a certain extent, but you never had the same kind of clarity that you have on a real display. So
yeah, that was my experience also with the Quest 3, but I have a Pimax Super, and I'm looking at, okay, on the Kodiak, where you see above the center screen, I mean the center display, there's text that says min and not start 14.0 degrees. Do you see that? And then see where it says compass deviation
Not sure, no.
in the sticker that's above the center display, where above
Sticker?
Garmin, where just above the no smoking.
No smoking.
No,
Where is that?
above your navigation
It's
display.
the center screen.
The white square.
That one here.
The white square.
Okay.
The white
Compass.
square.
Yeah,
No.
I can see it. This one.
To the
here.
right. To the right.
Even further
Okay.
right.
Over the navigation display. That's the one. Yeah.
Where it says min, not, start, 14 degrees.
This one here, right? Or this one? I don't know. Yeah, you're talking about the legibility of these letters and numbers, or? I mean, if you're able to see it, if you're able to make out the numbers and all that? Or what is it? What is it that you're talking about currently? Hello? Did I lose you?
Oh, when I'm talking about the Quest 3, I could probably not read the lettering. I could not probably not read min and not start in 14.0%. I wouldn't be able to read that unless I really brought my face in close. But with my head all the way back into my cockpit seat, I can read it perfectly.
Okay.
And I can see compass deviation perfectly. Now
You stop pressing the transmit button.
Oh yeah, sorry. I do have to lean in a little bit to read 4, N, 30, 60, E, 120, and so on.
Yeah.
But it's really usable and immersive.
Okay. Fair
And
enough.
sorry, I keep forgetting to push the button. I should know that because I was an amateur radio operator in my younger days.
Not a big deal.
Klopp, you have the Pimax Ultra, the Pimax Super?
I do. I have the Pimax Super. Yeah, it's pretty nice.
I have the Pimax, the smaller one. What's it called? Light?
Light?
Yeah.
And that's really nice too. You can probably read almost I think the only big difference is this has eye tracking.
Yeah. And I feel that's really necessary. Without eye tracking, it's very difficult to look. You have to move your head all the time to directly look at something, and not from the corner of your eyes.
Right.
Also, I find that color rendition in the Pimax Lite is not right. The green parts are sometimes very bright green.
Okay, I'm not really noticing that.
Okay, it's really obvious. So if you don't see it, you probably don't have it.
No, they talk about the mirror effect, and I don't really notice that. And maybe it's because my eyesight isn't good enough to be that particular about it.
You're on black and white?
No, where they talk about, in like white areas or some bright areas, it can look kind of grainy or something. I don't know. That's what they say is called. I don't know how it's not spelled like mirror, but it sounds like the word mirror. It's a mirror effect or something.
Okay, I don't know which. No, it doesn't ring a bell.
So,
can I ask, do you have...
Excuse me? Go ahead.
I was just curious, do you have the version with LED screens or the OLED screens?
I don't have OLED screens, and the reason I don't is because I worry about OLED because I heard that can cause you got to be careful you don't burn out the screens or do something that could damage them pretty easily by leaving it on the same thing a long time or something. At least with TVs, that's the case.
It has burn-in issues, you're saying?
That's what I've heard. Now, I don't know, but I
That would
know
be
that you
news
have
to
to
me.
really be careful with your headset that you never have it exposed to direct sunlight ever into the eyes. When you have it sit, I heard of somebody that left it sitting on his desk and the sun shined through the window and ruined his headset.
After all,
Good to
it's
know.
still organic matter. Basically, it can be affected by I guess outside. You know what I mean. But I think that if you're
If there's
using it
direct sunlight.
yeah, maybe if you're using it appropriately and you've not the burn effect, the burn-in effect usually only happens when you have an image constantly burning into the matrix somehow.
Yeah, that's for the OLED effect, but just in general, any headset can be have a problem if you allow sunlight to go directly into where you look.
Okay, I didn't have that problem yet, but I've almost never used VR, so.
Well, I think it would only be if you were, they just say either put covers over your eyepieces or make sure you don't allow it to have direct sunlight hit it for very long or at all.
By the way, if you just would like to take a look at the surroundings here, at the landscape is looking so otherworldly awesome. All these, I don't know, streams, dried out streams, and the hills and mountains out down there. And by the way, just to make something clear, I do hate Microsoft, or of course I do. Extremist. There's so many things that I don't like about Microsoft, but what I do like is your effort of bringing this world into flight sims. There are so many. I mean, we're bickering all the time about instabilities and all that. So, and the bugs that are no doubt still exist inside the flight sim. But apart from that, we're still using it all the time. We love it to a certain degree, and obviously we're having fun. So it's all we're complaining on a very high level, and it's. But I do hate Microsoft. Of course I do. Would you mind playing the little jingle here? What it's?
Oh, no, don't play the jingle. Hey,
I hate Microsoft, really. Thank you so much.
I worked in the airline industry on real airplanes for Collins Aerospace, and this type of development that they're doing is not safety services. And even with safety services, it is a real challenge to do this stuff. So I have a high appreciation for what they've accomplished and what they've done. It's pretty amazing. It's pretty cool.
It is.
So
it is. No doubt.
I mean, look around where we are right now.
Yeah. It's we're bickering all the time. We're old men sitting on the balcony of the Muppet Show. So,
right.
And of course,
exactly.
You have to admit that you're German, and what was the company that we talked about that the database company that is the standard in Germany.
The SAP.
The SAP. Yeah, SAP. Yeah, you're an SAP.
These guys are idiots as well, but that's an entirely different stories. But yep, I agree. There are these guys.
What's the best flight simulator that Germany has?
Let me think. There isn't any. I don't know. Maybe Airbus have developed a flight sim at some point. I don't know.
Okay, so you want to talk about bugs, and I sent you guys this. In the A380, it was way behind schedule And you remember I sent you the actual link on this. It was way behind schedule, and you know why? It was because the Germans and the French were using different versions of CATIA, and when they tried to take all the wiring and put it in the plane, it was a few inches short.
Yeah. Yep.
They lost, I don't know how long in the schedule. And that was a big deal.
Yeah. It was. Yeah. I mean, this is ridiculous. Just a couple of inches short. That just means that these guys were, uh, what's the word in English for being, Alfred, you need to help me here. Geizig.
Right, but I mean, the other thing is who would have thought that a program like CATIA, a 3D modeling program, would have not been compatible enough to have at least the dimensions correct from one version to the next. That is pretty
Wow.
mind-boggling as well.
Oh, that was the reason.
Are you
Yeah,
looking
one was
for
using two
eager?
different versions of the same program, and so that's why the wiring didn't fit. But why did CATIA not have it compatible between the two versions? I have no idea.
Okay. Yeah, well, that's a different thing. But yeah, I mean, there are all kinds of things going wrong because of capitalism and the necessity of making everything as efficiently, creating things and trying to save money at every single, even if it just comes down to cents. It's difficult. This looks like a painting down there.
Oh, it's beautiful.
It's almost screenshot worthy. I'm gonna do a screenshot here. But my screenshot button doesn't work. That is
So
unfortunate.
has CDL entered the conversation, or is he still on?
I think
I think he's watching the stream.
Yep, he is. He did make some remarks. Obviously, he said that yes, he's here. The aurora are visible in the sim if you set the date and time correctly, are in the right part of the world. So the other day, I'm not sure when it was, yesterday or the day before. Even in Germany, we're able to see some northern lights, at least on the northern part of Germany. So in that particular case, it might have been interesting to take a look at what's happening in the sim. I
So
have
is
only
I
seen
don't think
screenshots so far, but I think it would be awesome. It looked pretty cool.
so would CDL
I've
be
seen
with
it a couple of
Microsoft
times.
or Asobo?
Come again?
Is CDL with Microsoft or Asobo?
That is a
Look at
good.
his handle in the chat. He's MSFS official.
Oh, okay. He's with Microsoft. Okay.
Yep, he is.
Absolutely.
That's what his nick says.
He's confirming it on the chat. So
But I suppose it's not real life rendition of Northern Lights. It's just an effect.
yeah,
So
but
I
it
don't
still
think you will
looks
see
pretty. It
see it
looks
in
pretty
Germany.
realistic.
It looks good.
Mm,
Nah,
It
you can go ahead
does
and moan
not
all.
look realistic. It looks
Yes, it
nice, but
does.
it's not realistic.
Yes, it does. That is, I hate Microsoft, as I said multiple times, but in this particular, I mean, it's a sober at this point. But I have seen well, you have as well. This year? When did you see the Northern Lights?
In March.
March. I saw them in early September, so I'm closer to the real thing than you are. And I can safely say that the rendition of the Northern Lights inside the simulator are at least pretty close to the real thing. SeedyL says, I'm able to post a link in this chat. We saw the aurora in Norway during one of our group flights earlier this year. Yes, you should be able to post a link. There's no big deal about that, I hope.
Or he's asking, can I post a link?
Absolutely, that'd be great.
I'm not sure if the channel actually allows it, but I think so. Let viewers of blah blah. I'm not a Twitch pro, but let's do something that I rarely ever do. I will try to give you the how do I do that? I have no about. I'm totally clueless when it comes to Twitch. I'm an old man trying to do the most interesting things here.
Give him a Discord invite.
I could do
so-
that as well, of course.
So
Then
one
he
of
can
the
post on the Discord.
So, Matt, I do like Microsoft, and it's because several years ago I bought 100 shares just for kicks and grins.
You're
Good timing.
schmoozing up.
And I'm a very happy man as a result of that today. And my kids are going to get some really nice Christmas presents because I don't want to sell the stock because I would have to pay too much capital gains. So I'm going to just donate some or give some shares of Microsoft to my kids for Christmas this year. And then they can figure out what they want to do with the cost basis.
Good idea.
Oh man. How do I want to invite somebody here. I want to invite somebody into the channel. Where's the holy cow? I'm such a noob. No limit. Generate a new link. Copy. There you go. Discord GG. So there's nobody else watching except maybe SeedyL. So you just go ahead and.
Yeah, you only have 3 viewers.
What else did I want to do? I want to give him the ability to post a link. Maybe I should stop the Trek IR for a minute. Where's my stream manager? There it is. It's too quiet, it says. Flight Sim Safari. Post the link on the forums. Yeah, sure. Absolutely. Manage. Are you a suspicious user? I just want to. What the heck?
You suspect user.
Good.
Oh, dude.
What he says, CDL, is a good. He can post it on the Microsoft forum.
Yeah.
Flight Simulator
That's
forum.
a good idea. That's a good idea.
In your topic.
Yep. That is an awesome idea. Still, I would like to know how I can, in this goddamn channel. Where is the... It's hopeless. Completely hopeless. Extremist moderators. There you go. I didn't block links, I think. I don't know. There's all kinds of options. Maybe I should spend some time figuring out how to work with Twitch, actually. That might be a good idea. We have one moderator who is extremist. How about, Vinny, you do this?
What do you need?
I want him to be able to post links.
Well, there's a Discord invite in the text chat. You should be able to click on that and join your Discord, and then he can post in the general chat, I believe.
Yeah, I don't want to really... I don't want him to feel...
He already posted on the forum. He just said
Excellent. That's all I need. Awesome.
that'll work.
That'll work. Yeah. So, SeedyL, he's behind us.
It's on
You
the
guys
official
are-
Microsoft forum. Is that what he said? And how do we find it on the official forum? Just do a search for what?
No, you
I,
should.
I usually type forums.flightsimulator.com, and then in the top bar you have events, and then you on the calendar you click on our
He put it
flight,
in the thread for this group.
Exactly.
and then
Oh, okay,
that's
sure. Okay, yeah, I know how to get to it. That's how I found the event, saw the event going on.
Okay.
Okay, sure.
I'm a little embarrassed right now.
Why?
It's completely unprofessional what we're doing here. Yeah, but it's
Who,
fun.
whoever claimed to be a professional at this?
I did. I mean, I'm trying to stream here on this weird platform from Amazon, which, by the way, had an outage. I think it was it yesterday or today? I'm not sure. Where half of the internet didn't work anymore.
That was Amazon.
Exactly. The
Security.
Amazon Web Services went down.
But today we're having fun, so
Yeah,
and
it
so
works again. Awesome.
CeedyL can report back that this appeals to all kinds of users.
Yeah.
And I saw a great YouTube video where it says it was the perfect retirement hobby, and it talked about all the things that it did to keep you going in retirement. And group flights I think is really a cool thing to be able to have chats and conversations and just enjoy meeting people from all over the world, and we can all give each other a hard time.
We do. On a
That's
regular basis, every single week. Twice, actually, a week.
I mean, where else can I freely tell what my Norwegian friend said about a Swedish joke?
Yeah, the idiots from Germany who are crowding the streets. And I don't even feel offended. I do, a little bit, of course, but I'm going to make it up. You will, at some point, suffer the consequences, I promise, but not today. Well,
Oh, we have plenty of dirty laundry here in the United States. Don't you worry.
Oh, I know about that, all about it. Not all about it, but
But in order to meet the requirements of Twitch and this channel and Discord, we refrain from.
Yep.
Yep.
We're here to have fun and not do political discussions. So
That's right. That's right.
Well, sometimes Vinny and I do, but if we have a broader audience, then we refrain from doing it.
By the way, I checked out the video clip that he posted, and it's interesting. You should check it out.
From SeedyL?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Okay.
it's in the posting thread for this flight, basically.
Okay.
Just scroll to the bottom,
Yeah,
and there's a
this is
little
nice.
link.
Where is it?
It's a Twitch clip.
There it is. Falklands from SeedyL. Aurora Borealis at this time of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see. Oh, yeah.
Looks like an Aurora to me.
Yep. Well, that is
That's
a
cool.
little bit exaggerated, at least from what I have seen in my life, and I've seen a couple of.
You've seen the real thing,
but the actual the streaks here. This looks real. I haven't had the opportunity. I didn't have the big luck of seeing streaks like these all over the place, but it still looks pretty cool. That's the date, November 16th, 2024. Okay. We'll take a look at that at some point.
there you go. And that guy down in the lower corner on the left there is that is SeedyL.
I like your the what's it called, the
The getup?
glasses, the flying, what's it called, glasses?
Oh, he is being a World War I fighter ace.
Exactly.
He sure
Going
is.
directly after the Red Baron.
Yeah, awesome, very nice. Okay, so he took away a little bit of the hate that I have for Microsoft. He kind of reduced the amount of contempt that I have. So
Oh, that's good.
Used to be 15 and now it's just 14.
40 of before it
It used
was
to
like
be 15.
90 of
100.
100. Now we're at, let's say, 70 of 100. He's gonna do. He's gonna have to do a little bit more work, but we're getting there. I don't. I don't feel the need to play the jingle, please.
The same one, you mean?
The one that I usually, the I hate. Yes, exactly the same one. I hate Microsoft, really. Thank you. That's the one. Currently, I don't feel the need to play this. Or have you play it? We're supposed to land in a couple of miles. 10 miles to go. Oh dear. I don't have VATSIM activated. I actually started to play around with VATSIM a little bit. Most of the time I'm using Unicom because in the areas that I fly in, there are no controllers, but still, it's fun. Sometimes it happens that there are people there on the same frequency. I just activate the parking brake. That is not what I intended to do. Nope.
Better safe than sorry.
Not on landing, dude. Deactivate the autopilot, right? So, what does I'm taking a look at little nav map here. What does the weather say about the runways? Did anybody
20.
take a look? 20?
Runway
Okay.
20.
Okay.
I'm on the ground.
You're on the ground already. Okay.
Yeah, there's not much wind there, is there?
Straight.
So, I had 7 knots. Well, I have 10 knots now.
Okay.
Is this the end of the flight?
No, of course not. But we're gonna do a little thing here, which is called touch and go, down, touchdown, touch and go, and then we'll do another little leg.
Another leg, okay.
What's it called? The next one would be Iquique Airport, something like that.
Iquique.
Iquique.
Easy for you to say.
Iquique.
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 And then we're crossing into Chile, ladies and gentlemen.
Are we?
Yes.
Oh, awesome. Oh, that's the C, right? The SC, that might be Chile.
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
cool. We've come a long way, gentlemen. This is I'm so high up here. Oh, Outfreter, you have, yep, I can see you down there.
I can't see you guys. I gonna switch multiplayer servers. Let's see if that makes a difference.
I see you, Outrider. I'm, let's see, where am I? North of you?
I don't see any labels and I don't see any aircraft.
No, I'm just turning
For the
final
last
on 20.
I haven't seen anybody for the last half hour, and on
What is
that
the
screen I can see myself.
the airport? What are the bearings on the runway?
It's runway 20,
It's 02 and 20.
and the actual airport is Sierra Papa, India, November, I think.
Oh, I have
Tango November.
information
Tango.
flying with Brinkley.
Tango, sorry. Sierra Papa Tango, November. I'm trying to lose altitude here, but it takes a while. We've been so high. There is a a soccer stadium down there. 2 of them, actually. But it looks so dry. There's no grass on the field. Why? As far as I know, there is no climate change. This is all fake.
Yeah, it's a hoax.
It is. But look at this. I mean, look at the arrangement of this suburban community here. This is it's very neatly arranged. I don't know, backyards and
There's a traffic circle off to your left as you come in, and it's very detailed. Cars are going around the circles.
the scenery really looks
Okay.
pretty cool at this point. Oh man, what is this? This looks like some kind of an emblem, some kind of what is it called?
Nazca
Logo?
lines.
Logo? Yeah, you can see this. What I mean? This actually looks like it was intentional. Okay, where's the airfield? Let's zoom in. A little bit. Oh, by the way, SeedyL, you know, there's one thing that I really appreciate, which has been fixed lately, is the Garmin system inside the Kodiak. I mean, this is the 2020 version of the Kodiak. It's still, it's an old plane, but what is it called? The pathways are working again. I was so happy about this. There's all
You mean the
kinds
gates
of
on the Garmin?
there's all kinds of shit that's broken right now, but at least the gates are working again. Yep.
The
pathway.
arcade functions.
Yeah, exactly. The things that nobody needs. Well, I do need it because I'm not a real pilot, but you, of course, don't need it, Alfreter.
I don't have it.
Yeah.
I feel left out.
Nope, you don't.
I don't have a Kodiak.
Yeah. You could have one, but of course you don't.
The good news is I bought a Cessna 414 today.
Oh,
I spent 2 weeks, 3 weeks
Did you?
getting everything right in the TBM 850, and now all switches are mapped, and all control forces are correct, and all the effects are in order, and I'm going to switch to another aircraft.
well, once you've kind of mastered one of them, there's no need to stick with it.
Right.
I still fly the Kodiak after all these months, years. I was about to say decades, but that wouldn't be appropriate. 500. Stop bitching, Betty. Yep, there's this huge. Is that what you meant, Vinny? The little the circle here.
Yeah, there's a couple of them on approach. If you keep watching out the left side, there's another one coming
Oh
up.
yeah, right there below me.
See how the cars are going around it?
Mm-hmm. Quite quickly.
Too quickly, really, but still fun.
On the blocks. Come on. Yeah, nice.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Okay. Thank you. I had worse landings than this.
After all those years, you should be able to land it now.
Sure. You just cannot appreciate a simple good landing. There's always some kind of edge that you have to push, some kind of additional remark. How about you just say, well done, defrag. It was an awesome landing. You're the best amateur
That is what I
pilot
said.
in the play. And
That is what I said, and then you're starting to question me.
yes, I always start to question you. That's the whole purpose of this show. So, what's next? Why is your elevator pointing down? What are you doing?
That is the Brunner yoke. It's gravity pulling my elevator down.
Oh, okay.
When it picks up speed, it's blown back up.
Well, that's reality. That's what's happening in reality. But we're talking about
Yeah.
is that a force feedback yoke?
Yeah.
Oh, that's why. Okay, I see. Okay, the next. Yeah, go ahead.
Why aren't my ailerons moving?
Because they need to stretch their legs. Flight plan. Okay, one more leg before we end this show tonight. The destination will be. Oh, where is the border actually? Oh, I can see it. It's not that far away.
You're talking about Charlie, India.
I'm talking about Chile coming up.
Yeah, the next airport on the route is Charlie, India, Quebec.
Yeah, but the border is actually a whole lot closer, just a couple of miles. So we're gonna transition over into Chile. Okay, Sierra,
Charlie, India,
Charlie,
Quebec.
India, Quebec, exactly. Sierra, Charlie, India, Quebec. Direct to Sierra, Charlie. Nope, India. There you go.
Iquique Airport?
Exactly. Iquique. Iquique. Thanks for flying with us,
97.
SeedyL. Good fun to have you along, even if you have to bear our hate for Microsoft. I guess you're going to take it with a sense of humor. So, you guys are ready?
Already.
Okay, you just go ahead
Ready.
and take off because I'm way behind in the line here. You just do your worst.
Rolling.
I am waving to SeedyL there. Bye-bye. Have a nice day. Kloppo. Move it.
Okay, brakes off. Who is Racely?
It helps when I remove the brake.
Racely, yeah.
Don't
he's
remove
been
it, just
following
release
us
it.
as well. Unfortunately, he didn't say anything on Discord. But it's nice. Thank you for joining. In case you're watching the stream, watching us.
Matt, watch my elevator.
Yep, I don't do anything with your elevator. I have
No, just watch it.
Oh,
See it coming up.
yes, it does seem to come up. Yep. I envy your yoke. I want to have a... Which one is it? Formosa? Or something
No,
else?
Bruno,
Bruno?
the Swiss one.
The Swiss one, okay. How much is it?
you don't want to know.
4 figures?
Golf 1 and some new guys, right? Margolio. Magolo.
Let's see. There's Artingo. I cannot see the other guys. Let me take a look from the outside. Golf Avatar. The more the merrier. I think we don't have to fly at 18,000 anymore. Let's go to, I don't know, 6,000 maybe?
6,000 is plenty, yeah.
Let's see, 145. I can tell you...
to not be at 10,000. Yeah, go on, sorry.
I just wanted to tell Alfreter that I really appreciate him explaining to me the functions of the flight level change. I enjoy that very much. It's much more helpful than the vertical speed.
I've been trying to get it to work in my aircraft as well, but it doesn't work with the TBM.
Okay. The TBM.
So you're a lucky guy.
Yes, I am. Absolutely. But still.
Does the TBM not have nose up, nose down?
It has an indicated airspeed mode, but when I try to program that in the Bravo, the buttons on the Bravo, then it keeps its speed somewhere between 100 and 160 knots. I can get it to climb and I can get it to descend, but not at a certain speed.
The TBM. The TBM. Is it actually... Is that but it's not really a STOL plane, right? I mean, you can...
No.
Use it on smaller airfields, obviously, but it's not a bush plane per se.
Yeah, I think it's considered GA, but it's not a STOL.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, which means I'm not going to use it.
You can do short landings, but not short takeoffs.
Mm-hmm. Whoopsie daisy.
We have to go back. We forgot to look at the Nazca lines.
Nazca?
Yeah, the birds and the drawings in the rock, you know.
There are birds drawn onto rocks?
Yes, the Nazca lines. I'll post a link.
Okay.
They don't know, they're super old and they don't know when they were made. They're like prehistoric, giant engravings in the rock.
Mm-hmm. I see. And they're supposed to be here in this area?
No, we passed it. It's south of Lima in Peru.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So we'll take it on the way back, right?
On the way back? Yeah, sure. But in a couple of years, I guess. I'm not going to do this tour again anytime soon. But yes, of course. On the way back, at some point, we will. I'll keep it in mind if I still have a memory.
We could use an airliner.
Yeah, we could use what was it called? I was asking this during the last flight. What is the Aurora plane? No, it's not called Aurora. It's the
Darkstar.
Darkstar, the Mach 10 plane. Yep, sure. Let's go.
Well, that is a FS 2020 plane.
It is? Okay. Really?
Really?
Really? I mean, wasn't this introduced with the Tom Gun add-on for 2024?
Not sure.
Well, it's probably a 2020 plane. I can live with that. You're flying the Kodiak 100 as well, Outfretter. The Aviation Sans Frontiers. Mm-hmm. And Sky Club is somewhere here in the middle of nowhere. What are you flying, by the way? You're in another Kodiak, right?
Right.
Okay. The Kodiak is just the best plane in the world. There's nothing else like it. Not even the Caravan. I really, truly love this plane. I'm not even sure what what exactly it is. Maybe it's the STOL capability and the bush part, the bush flying part of it, but it's so well made that I'm really actually talking about the SimWorks Studios version of it. It's just so utterly well made.
I just don't like the getting carbon monoxide poisoning from the exhaust coming in and blowing up
I tried to turn it off.
fire extinguishers.
There is you can turn these you can turn it off. This what's it called, prop wash, this come on, what's it called,
The effect.
the effects, the heat
that ugly
blur, the blur,
wiggling and
the heat blur. You can turn it off. There's a
Is it a generic setting in the sim for that, or is that plane's setting?
It's a plane setting. I have actually I missed the right one. There are a couple of different aircraft objects inside the SimWorks folder. I deactivated it for one, but obviously that wasn't the right one. So I still have it, but at some point I'm just going to switch it off for every single one.
So to switch off the heat blur, you switch off the engine?
Yes, of course. I do. I usually like to fly this plane without any kind of propulsion.
A glider.
Mm-hmm.
That's nothing new.
Awesome.
Nope.
It's a challenge.
It works quite well. Look at the huge wings this thing has.
The nice purple squares that you have to fly through.
Oh, yeah. It reminds me of X-Wing, if you guys still know this. Anybody
I think most of us are older than you.
Come again?
I think most of us are older than you are.
Yeah, but I mean, that doesn't necessarily mean that you know the stuff that I've been playing around with when I was young. So, X-Wing was one of those space combat simulators, Star Wars themed. You might have heard of it at least.
Hmm.
Sure. Anyway, there was this. There were a couple of missions where you had to fly through these kind of gates. That was just flight school. It kind of reminds me of that.
Yeah,
But
those gates are in the real thing, though, in the real Garmin and the real airplane. Those
yes, they
gates
are
exist.
exactly. That's the look. Just look at the videos from the missionary Bush guy there.
Ryan, yeah.
Yeah, he has. If he, you can see them with these
Occasionally you do
gates.
see them,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. If he's doing IFR, I think,
Hmm.
then you can see it.
Yeah, he just posted an IFR flight recently.
He did?
Just the other day, yep.
Okay.
If you haven't checked them out in a while, there's some new stuff there.
A couple of weeks, I think. He's posting about every week or every 2 weeks or something like that.
For a while he was, and then he would skip a week every now and then, but he's
Okay.
pretty consistent.
Okay. It's probably a source of income for him. I mean, I don't really know. Obviously, as if it's still the case, what he told the story that he's trying that these guys that these pilots and the that he basically have to scrounge up the money for the operations by themselves with all kinds of, I don't know, fundraisers and maybe the income from the YouTube channel. So it might
Yeah, he's been leaning into that lately. He's selling sunglasses and
yeah,
software
and
and
the buddy
stuff,
check. I would
right?
say that the buddy check is something that you can actually build yourself. It's not that difficult. You just need a couple of switches, maybe even a couple of LED lights if you're the electronics kind of guy, but it's pretty easy and it's fun to do. This is not going to be a checklist thing here, but it would be something that you could do. I'm going to sell my own checklist.
I would
It's
write an app for my phone or for a tablet.
yeah, sure. I could do an app. But I like these switches. The automobile industry in Germany has decided there was a time when everybody thought that it would be a great idea to have all kinds of touch interfaces, button or on the steering wheel you have these kinds of buttons where you can, I don't know, turn up the volume of the radio or pick up the phone and whatnot. So there are all kinds of interfaces, all kinds of interactive areas where you can just hit a button and all that. So, and there was a time when the automobile industry was thinking that it would be great to have, these touchable areas where you don't get any kind of feedback from the system itself. You might, of course, hear that the volume goes up and all that, but I really prefer to have a haptic, an audible, a feel, a feedback,
Feedback, yeah.
feedback that I can feel with my fingers. And now they're all going back to actual buttons where you can feel. And they put millions and millions of euros into developing these touch sensitive interfaces, and it's all bullshit from a usability point of view. Because I mean, you're not supposed to look at these touch interfaces just to make sure that you hit the right area. You're supposed to look at the street while you're driving. So it's
Hmm.
also have become a security issue, really. street, what's it called, safety issue rather. And there's I'm not sure if there's something similar in the United States, but in Europe you have the NCAP crash test, or the NCAP, some kind of institution that kind of sets the standards for crash tests and all that. And they were begging the automobile industry to go back to actual real buttons, because that's so much better in when it comes to safety, because people are just not forced to look onto these weird touch interfaces. And it totally makes sense.
Yep.
If I may ask, are you guys, I mean, except Outfretter and Artingo, because you guys are from Europe, on the other hand, the Swedish guys, they sometimes are driving crazy cars, but the US guys of this group, are you driving pickup trucks? Do you mind me asking?
I've never had one, but a lot of my relatives have them.
Okay. How about you, Claude?
I don't. I have a Subaru Crosstrek, and my wife has a RAV4 Toyota.
A
And
Subaru. Oh, good God, that's awesome.
yeah, it's a pretty nice little vehicle.
Actually,
I
it's an
grew up on a
all-wheel
farm.
drive, right?
We had pickup trucks. The interesting thing is it is quite popular in rural areas to have a pickup truck, and I really don't know why, but some of it is there is somewhat of a tax break by having a pickup truck for and I don't know if you have to qualify as a farmer or what, but I don't know. Some people have gotten, but no, it's a kind of a big deal. But the only disadvantage of I've found that having a pickup truck, then everybody wants to ask you for a favor to haul something.
Yeah, I have the problem with my camper van because it's also being used to haul big things. But yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, I mean, if you're living on the countryside, then you have all the space. Probably have some more use cases where it makes sense to have a pickup truck with a big loading area in the back. But there are so many people out there, even here in Germany, where the roads are a lot more narrow and you just don't have the kind of space. But there are so many people here driving these huge SUVs or even pickup trucks at some point. Not necessarily the American made, but there's also the Volkswagen company, which also have these pickup trucks. And I mean, dude, these people, they're never gonna make use of any of that. They're just driving big cars and they don't even know why. It's only taking up space. It's only consuming way more fuel than necessary, and I don't get it. It's just
Producing lots and lots of carbon.
Yeah, that's another thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it amazed me where I work how many, especially men, would have these. I mean, they really love their big trucks. I don't know whether it's like, is it the cowboy thing? I just couldn't figure it out, but they really wanted to have a truck, and it's big, and you think it is totally impractical unless you're going to haul something. But I don't know whether they consider a status symbol. I just couldn't figure it out, because to me, I'm a point A to point B person. If I can find something to get me to point A, point B pretty comfortably, I could care less what it looks like.
It's a kind of status symbol, I guess. And the bigger cars are. Some people also have. Some people that I've talked to also have reported that they actually feel safer in big cars like these because obviously they have a lot of metal. But in reality, some of the SUVs that you see driving around are less safe than regular cars because they're so big and they're going to go over. And when it comes to crash situations where you crash into some other car that is smaller than the SUV, it quite often happens that the SUVs is going to try to go over the other car, and you just
You
don't
get
have
airborne.
not necessarily that, but you have a different kind of impact than
Well,
you
it's
have.
momentum.
Exactly, momentum, and then there's the impact points are different, and it's also more dangerous for pedestrians. If you hit a pedestrian with a
Hmm.
SUV, he's going to get a lot more severe
Damage.
injuries, and he's basically going to be mashed. I have a neighbor who was unfortunately he was driving a bicycle to work. He's working in a bank, and one morning he was driving. It was pretty dense traffic, and he was driving with his car with his bicycle, and he was trying to basically uh, follow the regular traffic, and then some. It was a woman. It could also have been a man, but in this case, it was a woman with a big SUV. Actually put him into a truck that was driving in front of her. He was being squashed in between a big truck, and this SUV, and he basically lost an entire arm, and he's still struggling after 3 years to recover. And I mean, I'm not saying that he wouldn't have been injured severely when if it has been just a regular car, but that SUV has had just a bigger impact than probably a usual car, a smaller car. It's difficult. On the other hand, when I was the last time that I was in the U.S., I intentionally rent. I think I told you the story. I intentionally rented a SUV to be able to see things more easily if you're driving around. Then it's nice to have a car that is where you sit higher.
Up a little higher. Yeah.
Yeah,
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 there is an advantage to that.
yeah. It is. There is, especially if you're driving over bridges. Then you can see above the rails, the guardrails.
It's nice to straddle skunks instead of running over them.
What coming in? Skunks?
Guns?
Yeah, skunks is the things that spray you, and
Yeah, I
really,
know. But what? But you know,
it's nice to have something bigger that straddles them instead of dragging them under your car.
I mean, you can. It's not going to be able to spray onto
Well, yeah,
into
but
your car.
you just hit a skunk, and your car will stink forever.
Yeah, but not an SUV.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's nice to be able to straddle
Yeah,
over the
yeah,
top
yeah,
of
yeah,
it.
yeah. That's true. Yeah.
But I'm not going to buy a truck just for that purpose.
Nah, not really. But I had. I'm not sure what they're called in English, but there are these little. Uh, I need to look the word up because I'm not going to be able to explain this to you. Let me take a look. Let's see. There's or maybe Alfredo knows it. Marder in English. Do you know that?
Say again.
Marder.
Which
The
word?
the the little animals that usually that gnaw on some.
Marder. Oh, um, oh God.
Martin, I think.
Marder or
Martin. These
No,
it's
weasels.
a weasel-like creature. Um, it belongs to
Ferret?
the weasel family, but it's if I'm looking it up in the dictionary here, it's called marten. I'm not sure. Anyway, some kind of weasel-like creature, and these weasels are known, at least here in our area, are known to climb into cars, especially into the engine compartment, and then bite some cables or do all kinds of damage. And I think it was like 2 years ago, I had one of those weasels die in the engine compartment. And at
And
some point, the car began to stink in a way that was unbearable. And I could not make out why this was happening because the little fucker was putting himself. He died in a place that was not visible. He was somewhere hidden below some kind of parts of the engine where you just couldn't see what was happening. I was taking a look in the engine under the trunk, and I thought it might have something to do with the with a climate system or something else that might where you have the filters, and sometimes you need to change these filters and stuff like that. But it never nothing helped. I tried to change everything that might have had something to do with a bad smell, but nothing helped. And 2 years later, after the smell had gone almost, we were just not able to find the reason for this. For a reason, it had something to do with me installing something into my engine. I think it was the a new system for speed control, and then I saw the skeleton of this thing somewhere deep inside the engine compartment at a place that you cannot really see if you're not taking apart the engine. And then I thought, no, that was the reason. So that's it might have been a skunk as well. But some of the weasels they're destroying engines here in Europe. I'm not sure if it's the same in the States, but there are some of these critters that are known to wreak havoc on engines.
Squirrel that had put his stash of nuts in the engine compartment of our car.
Okay.
Like,
Well, that's a clever
forget.
move actually. It's warm inside.
Yeah.
If he's not actually sitting on the I don't know on the exhaust area where he's just going to be roasted, but everywhere else in the engine compartment it's warm, and if he's putting the nuts in there and during winter time, it's a good
It was like
idea.
a little. It was like a felt, like a cover of the actual bonnet hood.
Mm-hmm.
So he jammed it inside that cover. So every time we opened the hood, it rained nuts.
Okay. That's
Yes.
nice. Clever little bastard. Some 12 miles to go. So let's do a proper approach this time. It's Iquique Airport, and this thing it's got one runway. And which one would be the appropriate one considering the weather? 27, right?
Yeah, 27.
27.
Agreed.
At least that's what Little Nav Map says. It's not necessarily what's really what really is appropriate. Usually.
You can check the EFB as well, and it's recommending 27 as well.
Okay. There's not a whole lot of wind going on anyway. So
I should be able to see it, but I don't.
5,000 feet. You should be able to see the airfield.
Yeah.
Archingu might be over it already. No, not yet, but you're pointing in the right direction at least.
It's a little more than 10 nautical miles away.
Outfretter.
Hmm.
Oh, I'd just like to say your name. It's pretty desolate around here. It's like a desert. Not a whole lot
They
going
did
on.
mining here.
Mining.
Saltpeter mining.
Okay.
Yep.
Saltpeter mining.
Saltpeter.
That's a
Yep.
component of black powder. They're producing weapons here.
And it used to be a Peruvian city, but then Chile came along and took it.
Saltpeter, sulfur, and charcoal. That's the three components you need to create black powder. Don't ask why I know this.
Maybe you will feel at home here then.
Oh, absolutely. This is my turf.
Wow.
Almost looks like salt flats here. Might be a good area to do some.
Hope I don't run into anybody. Kind of button in front of you, sorry.
I don't even see you currently. But you're welcome to ram me. That's okay. I can live with that.
I wouldn't do it in a real plane.
Because this is not a real flight. That's awesome. You can do whatever you want. You can point. You can give me the finger or call me something nice or ram my plane. Whatever you want to do. This is happy to do everything. Oh, this is. You could easily miss this airfield. This looks like a regular road. But the runway is pretty long.
It's a good thing too, because I am going way too fast.
You stopped the landing? Are you? No, you
I've
did touch
already
down.
landed. Yeah, I've touched. Was kind of surprised that I could do it.
All of the way.
It's actually a nice runway.
I'm over by the hangar. I see you coming.
Mm-hmm. Your engine is still running. I'm gonna run into your prop.
I'm
Oh,
trying
yeah.
to
This
decapitate.
feels nice. I always like this. I'm getting a new haircut and a new brain cut. You're sure. Run me over. That's okay. What the heck? You can actually do this. You're shoving me around.
I did. I mean, I saw that I did, but I didn't know you could do that either.
Okay, now it's time to take.
I didn't know
Yeah,
that you could
how many
actually
points
move
by taking
people.
as many people out as possible?
Go ahead, accelerate a little. What the heck? Oh, dude. Funny.
You didn't call for an Uber.
I actually would love to see arms and legs flying once I run into the prop. That would be awesome. So a little, what's it called? Some splatter.
You had the chance to complain to CDL about that, but
Oh yeah.
didn't.
I mean, this is a huge potential for what's it called? If you bug people, come on, what's it called?
Harassment?
Yeah, exactly, harassment. Exactly. Uh, that's a huge potential for harassment. Just running over people or shoving them in all kinds of directions. They cannot. I mean, I cannot even jump over your plane. It would be awesome if I could just jump onto the wing, for example. But that's not possible. I think I can duck, but not jump, as far as I know.
I'm going to have to go. My dog realizes it's past her dinner time.
Okie dokie. But we're ending here today anyway. So
Okay.
thanks for flying along with us, Sky Club. That was awesome.
Well, you're going to have to take another trip, like maybe a short weekend one, so you can tell us about it. You know, like to see the fall leaves or something. We need to hear more stories with that camper.
Oh man, it's gonna get boring really quickly. I mean, there's not a whole lot that I can tell about my camper events. We're driving around having fun, and sometimes shit happens, but there are only so many stories, and most of those stories are not interesting for people who were not there. So, but I
Right.
appreciate your willingness to listen. Yeah, absolutely.
That's fun. It's all good. Yeah, that's what this is all about, is to have a little bit of fun. All right, you guys take care. I'll see you later.
You do as well.
Yep.
Take care,
Okay.
See you
everybody.
later. Bye.
We need the ending. The ending. Yeah.
That's all, folks.
Very nice.
There we go. That's it.
See you all next time.
See you soon, guys. Take care.
See you.